It's March 11, 2013. Real Sports Talk GP.
I'm Kendall.
Let's go. We're gonna get it in. First topic.
What we got?
NFL trades.
NFL trades. Okay. I know you've seen the trade today. The Baltimore Ravens traded Anquan Bowen to the San Francisco 49ers. That's brotherly love. Because this the Hardballs. This dude just gave up the guy that practically carried him to the Super Bowl. Don't get it twisted. Torrey Smith is good. He's a deep threat. He got a 4.2, 4.3, 40. But Anquan Bowen is arguably the toughest receiver in the league. How do you let that go? You give San Fran Anquan Bowen, Vernon Davis, Mario Manningham, Crabtree, with Kaepernick. Like, that's just like saying, hey, brother, here's your Super Bowl. Like, why would they do that? Joe Flacco, got to take a pay cut. You got to keep your team in check. You have no chance next year. I mean, like, why would you give up your number one receiver? It doesn't make any sense.
Well, first you got Jacoby Jones. 2 strong touchdowns in the Super Bowl. Kind of carried that whole Super Bowl run thing over. Flacco, you take away his number one threat. You pay him all the money. And now who's his number one threat? This guy's he's got to take on the Tom Brady effect. He's got to take that pay cut. Tom Brady took on that pay cut to keep Aaron Hernandez and Gronkowski. And then he kept Wes Welker. You got to take a pay cut in there if you want to be a champion again, because it's all about wins. You play the game to win. One Super Bowl is not going to get you in the Hall of Fame.
I definitely agree, because that was the worst move of free agency history. Okay, now we got Percy Harvin. Percy Harvin gets traded to the Seahawks. Man, they loaded. You got Percy Harvin and the Seahawks with Russell Wilson, Marshawn Lynch with that defense.
Bro,
that defense, they loaded. Then they got John Abraham just came out there from Atlanta trying to get signed. Like, why would Minnesota let Percy Harvin go? They don't have a quarterback. Now the load on Adrian Peterson going to be, like, really big. The whole team.
Do you not think he can handle that load?
He can handle the load, but Percy
do you want him to handle?
You don't want him to handle that load because he's had injuries since college. You don't want him to have to put that load on his back.
Hey, Adrian, the record is all good. I'm not knocking you. You're the best running back in the game. But you got to tell these coaches, build around you. You want more than records. You want wins. You want championship rings. You want rings. You play the game to win.
I definitely agree, because you're not going to win with Christian Prana and just Adrian Peterson. Percy Harvin was that kick returner, punt returner, wide receiver, running back. You can line him up anyway.
But we gotta give credit where credit is due. Ever since Pete Carroll came in this league, he's shooking it up. He's a top collegiate coach of all time. But he's coming to the NFL and he's handling like a all-time NFL great coach already. He's got the Seahawks team. It's one of the worst teams in the league a couple years ago. He's turned the whole program around. You gotta give it to him.
Russell Wilson just like damn Christmas.
Hey,
came early.
So tell me about Tiger Woods.
Tiger Woods. Oh, you want to talk about Tiger?
You gotta talk about
Tiger. Back?
Is he back? You let me know.
Listen, Tiger back. I'm gonna let you know. Tiger has gotten his putt together thanks to Steve Stricker. Steve Stricker gave him some pointers on the putt, which I don't understand that, because if I'm trying to beat somebody, I'm not gonna help anybody kill me. You're in the same tournament as this guy. I understand you're friends, but hey, I give you chippers over the offseason, not in a tournament right before the tournament that you're about to play me in. He beat Steve Stricker. He beat everybody in the Cadillac Championship. Is this the year that Tiger wins at least 2 majors to try to threaten Jack Nicholson for the record? He's 35. Is this the year that he breaks that record?
We got an age in Tiger, but I never count Tiger out. I don't think he get those 2 majors, but I think he is back in the sense.
He's 4 away.
He's four away.
But he needs 2 to at least make it a competition.
Yeah, he needs 1 or 2 this year now.
Yeah.
He needs to win now. It's like you need it now. He's not rebuilding. He's not playing for later. He needs now.
Yeah.
I mean, but I gotta disagree with the Stricker comments. I mean, Stricker, he's a good golfer, but Tiger Woods, he's just different for the game.
Yeah.
Stricker's giving him pointers because if Tiger's winning, everybody's winning. Everybody's getting paid.
Game of golf.
If Tiger's not playing good, they're not getting paid. They're not having TV games. They're not having TV courses. Yeah. Everybody, the purses is not big enough.
Tiger makes the game of of golf is what you're saying.
Tiger makes the game
Tiger
of golf.
playing bad, the game of golf is bad.
It's bad. I'm sorry.
Winning, the game of golf is winning.
What is that young cat out there that gave that big money?
Roy McIlroy.
What's the shout out to Roy McIlroy?
Roy McIlroy,
you got that money.
You got that money. You got a check.
He got it.
Hey, Maria, Nike, you did your thing. Guess what? This nigga, he done laid down on you. Yeah, Tiger, actual raise. Text me next time.
What's the Lakers looking like?
Lakers.
We gotta talk about the Lakers, man.
The Lakers have made a playoff push. The Lakers are in the 8th seed. They're a game back for the 7th seed behind Houston.
I think they say 2.5 back for the 6th seed also.
Yeah, so the Lakers, Kobe right now is basically living up to his word. He said that the Lakers guaranteed Lakers fans they're going to make the playoffs. And it's looking like he's backing that up.
Now what's going to happen once they get in
That's
there?
the thing.
Who would you rather the LA Lakers be matched up with? Would you rather they match up with the half-court offense of San Antonio, the fast-court offense of Russell Westbrook and Kevin Durant, or the Lob City with Pt.2?
If I was the Lakers, I want to push for that 6th seed. Don't go for the 8th to 7th seed. Go for the 6th seed. Go for, I think their best chance is beating the Clippers. I love Chris Paul. North Carolina.
Shout out to Chris Paul.
Shout out to Chris Paul. I love you.
That's my man.
Congratulations on getting your jersey retired. Hey, you that dude. But the Lakers' best chance is facing the Clippers, so they need to push that 6th seed because the Spurs are the Spurs. They coached by one of the best coaches in the NBA. You got the Thunder, Young, Westbrook, Durant, Kevin Martin. Hard to beat them. I don't care who you are. The Thunder was scared, shook last year with them. They pulled it out though. Clippers, Vinny Del Negro. I don't trust you. I don't trust you one bit. You got talent, but you don't know who to put in at the right time.
Hey, but Eric Spoelstra, he put it together. He was a video game manager.
But Eric Spoelstra is chosen by Pat Riley. Who is Vinny Del Negro getting advice from? We don't know.
He's nowhere unknown right now.
No. Eric Spoelstra, Pat Riley's calling the shots. Let it be known.
Eric Spoelstra, he's just sitting there. He's like a decoy.
He's a decoy.
He's along for the ride with LeBron and D-Wade.
He's a protege. But he's doing nothing special. Vinny Del Negro, it's all on you. I don't trust you. So that's the reason why I say the Lakers have the best chance if they face you first round, because I don't respect you as a coach.
So this isn't a players-driven league anymore. This is about the coaches.
It's not about the coaches, but in that case, I think if you're not coached great, you're not going to beat the Lakers. Because you got Dwight Howard, you got Steve Nash, and you got Kobe Bryant in the playoffs.
Okay, so what about Mike D'Antoni? You got Mike D'Antoni going against Vinny Del Negro.
Mike D'Antoni is not about D. So the thing about Mike D'Antoni is it's a great situation, but he don't coach defense. All Mike D'Antoni want to do is put points on the board and score quick. You know, Vinny Del Negro, he has the talent, but he don't know how to utilize the talent.
No.
So therefore, Lakers, if I were you, don't get content with that 8th seed. Try to push for that 6th seed. Make it easy on yourself. Build confidence. Next thing you know, you might, be in a running for the Western Conference champion.
And we all want to see. We all want to see that Heat versus Lakers. But we're gonna make it real tough on everybody out there in the East and the West.
And what about the Heat versus the Pacers? Tell me about that.
The Heat versus the Pacers. They finally got a win.
Finally got the monkey off their back.
LeBron did not have a big game. Wade had a good game. It wasn't too good. Chalmers.
The boy Super Mario Chalmers.
All the role players in that game, all the players that no one talks about anymore. Chris Bosh, superstar his whole career. Comes to Miami, he takes a backseat to LeBron and D-Wade. Chalmers, one of the great shooters in this game, but really, in playing with the Miami Heat, he doesn't really get to be a point guard because LeBron James brings the balls up court the majority of the time. Last game, what the Chalmers showed you is that in order for the Heat to beat the Pacers, because the Pacers has the #1 defense against field goal percentage in the NBA.
You have to knock down some jumpers.
So you're going to need your role players to step up. The Pacers are going to put their focal points on LeBron and Wade. So you're going to need Chalmers, Chris Bosh,
Ray Allen.
Ray Allen stuff. Ray Allen had made one bucket against the Indiana Pacers the whole time they played him this year.
The first two games
he was 0 points.
2 donuts.
Oh, Lord. This is the first game Ray Allen has finally scored a basket against the Pacers.
Hey, Ray Allen, I expected more out of you with that one, man.
Yes, but they were really big. Because one thing about Ray Allen, we know when he gets his confidence up,
oh, it's over.
It's over. It's scary for the opponent.
It's over.
So Indiana Pacers, if you run into the Miami Heat in playoffs,
you got to come better than that.
You got to come better.
That wasn't a good enough.
You took a lot of jump shots. You cannot live and down jumpers against an athletic team like Miami.
Because they're going to beat you to the other side of the court.
Listen, and they're going to play deep. Now, I've heard talk about Darrell Reeves going to the Philadelphia Eagles for a second-round pick and a later pick. They say that they need a corner like Darrell Reeves to match up with Hakeem Nicks and Victor Cruz.
Oh, yeah.
Now, what do you think about Darrell Reeves going to the Philadelphia Eagles? Is that a good fit?
Man, when you talk about Darrell Reeves, anywhere he goes is going to be a good fit. But particularly when we talk about the Philadelphia Eagles, I think that's a fit that's pushing for like a playoff chance. That's for like deep in the playoffs. You know, the Philadelphia Eagles, they're a couple pieces away from making a big playoff run. You know, Donovan McNabb, shout out to Donovan McNabb, he got them to the championship a lot of times, but he never won the big thing. You know, they got Mike Vick, they got some other quarterbacks, they got, what's your running back name?
LaShawn McCoy.
They got LaShawn McCoy, that's a bad man. He's one of the underrated running backs in the league. But Darrell Reeves, he's talking about a cornerback who can occupy the whole left or the right side of the field by itself. They call it the Reeves Island. You know, it's a once-in-a-lifetime type of player. You had Dion, you had Champ, and now it's Darrell Reeves. So, you know, I think Darrell Reeves would be a great pickup for the Philadelphia Eagles. Yeah. A great pickup for the Philadelphia Eagles.
And I agree 100%, man. You got Darrell Reeves, man. That's like a load lifted off your back. You know this guy's going to occupy his side of the field. You got that young corner from Georgia.
Oh, yeah.
What's his name? The young corner from Georgia.
Hey, you're a good player. We ain't forget about you. It's been a crazy weekend, man.
Yeah, he's a good punt returner. Good kick returner. You know who you are. Okay, we got him, and then you still got Asamoah.
You got Asamoah.
Disappointing season. We know that.
I got faith in him.
But he's a quality corner, and now he has a different defensive coordinator. That wide nine is thrown out the window. It's back to basic 4-3. You lock down your side of the field and let that front four do the rest. Exactly. So I think the Darrell Reeves would be a perfect fit. And also, if you can, they're talking about ghosting from the 49ers. If you can plug in Darrell Reeves and ghosting in that safety, then now you have a legit secondary. Now you can really make a run for the playoffs.
And what about the Blackhawks? What's going on with them?
The Blackhawks.
The Blackhawks, ain't that team that was undefeated this year?
Ain't won a game since last March, and they lost to the Avalanche.
Oh, Lord. I don't know what's going on with the Avalanche. They're a big letdown. We had them in Miami Heat. They was on these unbelievable winning streaks. You still got the Heat. They're 18 in a row. Yeah. But you got...
But the Blackhawks was undefeated, so I give them that credit. The Heat won 18 straight. The Blackhawks hadn't won a game since last year.
They ain't lost a game since last year.
So I give them that credit. You know, sometimes you need a loss in order to, you know, build on that and realize where you need to work on certain areas. I do still think that the Blackhawks are the favorite to win the Stanley Cup because I don't see no other team competing with them. You know, they had a bad night. They had a bad 2 nights because they lost.
What? They lost 2 in a row?
2 in a row.
Yeah.
But I still think there's another team. I don't think there's another team that's going to beat the Blackhawks in the Stanley Cup. They're deep. They have a bench. They have a strong front line. No one is going to beat the Blackhawks. Blackhawks, you need to get it together. You had an unbelievable streak. It's over now. Let's just play hockey.
You know what they say? It's better to lose now than the playoffs.
Better lose now than the playoffs.
Hey, we'll see you. We'll catch up with you guys next time. I'm Kendall.
This is GP, man.
We out.
Peace.